Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, your friendly place to learn computer science in the simplest way. Today we are here with a new topic, that is DFA to accept string of A's and B's having only 4 A's, which means we should have exactly 4 A's. And then in the problem we have A's and B's, right, which means how many B's we should have. So remember this thing, in A we should have only 4 A's. If there is, this one should get accepted. If there is 5 or 3 or any number of A's apart from 4 A's, then this should get rejected. We should have exactly 4 A's. And then if apart from 4 A's, if there is any other number of A's, then it should get rejected. And we can have B in any numbers. And one more thing is, it can be there anywhere in the string, it will get accepted. So the main role here is of 4 A's. Okay, so this is a basic thing about this problem. So here at first what we have to write? We have to write the alphabets and languages, right? So the alphabets are A and B, these two. And then languages, main thing we should have 4 A's, right? A. Then we can have any number of B's. This one is also possible. Why? Because we should have 4 A's, but their pattern can be anything. Like we can have BA. This one will get accepted. Why? Because we have 4 A's. So the thing is, we need 4 A's. Any number of B can be there, B can be anywhere. So here if we have A, B, then there are 4 A's, but there is extra 1 A, so this one will get rejected. Okay, we should have only 4 A's. That's it. So if we take one real world example, so if we have one basket, and in that basket if we have apple and banana, apple, banana, like that. Okay, so here a person named Raj started collecting the fruits from basket, but there are certain conditions. So if he picked up 4 apples, then only the fruit collection will get accepted, else it will get rejected. Okay, so if he picked these 3 and these 2 bananas and this one, then this one should get accepted. By mistake, if he picked up one more apple, then also it will get rejected. Or if he throw away 2 apples and if we collect 3 apples here, then also it will get rejected. At the end we should have 4 apples and any number of bananas. Okay, so here we wrote alphabets and languages. Now here we have 4 characters, right? So for 4 characters we have to write 5 states, correct? So let's write that 5 state, that is Q0, Q1, Q2, 3 states are done, Q0, Q1, Q2, and then we have Q3, and then final state, that is accepting state, that is Q4, right? So here the case is, if there is more number of A's, then it should get rejected, right? Which means we should only have 4 A's. Apart from that, if I have lesser than 4 or greater than 4, it should get rejected. So at first write the simple thing, that is, if I get A on Q0, it should move to next state, Q1 also it should move to next state, Q2 also next state, Q3 also next state. So coming to accepting state, this is simple. Now in other case we can have any number of B, right? So here what we have to do is, in this case we have complete priority on these 4 A's. All other things are just ignorant for us. Only A is important for us, B is ignorant. Okay, so here what we have to do is, if I get B here, I should just ignore it, which means if someone is there here, which means if B is here, I will ignore and I will stay in the Q0 state only. And then if I get A, the state is moving to next state. And then if I get B again here, just ignore it and stay in Q1 state only. A is done. A is done. So if I get B again, what I have to do? I have to ignore and stay in that state only. Okay. And then if I get A, I am moving to Q3 state. If I get B in that state, I will ignore it and I will stay in Q3 state only. Okay. And then if I get A, I will move to next state. So here if I get A, what I have to do? One case. If I get A, what I have to do? And if I get B, what I have to do? Students, think about this clearly. Look here. A. 1, 2, 3, 4 A's are already done. So here there is one more A. So the problem starts here. But in the second case, I have 4A that is done. I can have any number of B. So B here is not at all a problem for us. So we can just ignore it. Okay. If B is here, I can ignore it. But if A is here, I can't move back to this state also. So for example, I will try. I will show you. This is only for example. If I move back to this state, if I get A here, it will be A, again A. So five A's, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I get A again, it will be 5 A's. So this is not at all possible. So I can't move to the previous states, right? So what if I stay in this one only? If I stay in this one only, again same case, A. This one will be the fifth one. So I can't write like this also. So there is no possible ways for A. So what we have to do is, in this case, we have one more thing, that is, I am taking another one state, that is QD, which means it is a dead state, and I am passing that A to that dead state, which means if I get A in any case, I will move that input to the dead state, and this is a trap, which means I can't come back. So in this state, if I get A or B, I will just moving in this state only. I can't come back. So if you move here, then that's a trap, which means the string will be rejected. In all other cases, I have the possible way to move. Okay. So that is the case. So addition to this 5 state, we have one more state, that is QD state, which is a dead state if we get A again. Okay, only 4A should be there. So this is how we wrote transition diagram. So let's take some of the examples and check whether the transition diagram is right or not. Okay, so let's first solve this side example and then we will move to next one. Okay, so here at first just check on your own, like we have 4 A's, this one should get accepted, right? So let's check it in the transition diagram. So first one A, it is moving to Q0 on A, moving to Q1, and then Q1 again on A, moving to Q2, Q2 again on A, moving to Q3, and Q3 again on A, moving to Q4. This is the accepting state. So first example get accepted. Now I will solve this one, A. So for A, at first we have A, done. Second one again A, move, done. In the third one we have again A, Q2 to Q3. A, is this a accepting state? No, right? This one is the accepting state. So this string get rejected. So this is done. So this one got accepted, this one got rejected. my transition diagram is proper for 2 examples. Let's check for next one. B, A, B. We have 4 A's, so it should get accepted, right? So let's check. I have B at first. Stay in Q0 only, and then I got A. Move to Q1. I got A again. Move to Q2. I got A again. Move to Q3. I got A again. Move to Q4. I got B now. So stay in Q4 state only. So it is there in final state, right? So it is there in final state. So it will get accepted. So this one get accepted. Now I have this example, 5 A's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's check whether it got accepted or rejected, okay? So at first I have A. So move to next state. 1A is done. So I am waiting for 3 more A. So I am moving to next state and next A. Done. So next another 1A. Move to next state. I got another 1A. Move to next state. Wow, it's nice. But the case is I have one more A. So move to dead state because this one should get rejected. So this is in the trap state, that is dead state. So that one is getting rejected. Okay. Now let's check for B. 4 A's. So this one should get accepted, right? So Q0 on A, moving to Q1. Q1 on A, moving to Q2. Q2 on A, moving to Q3. Q3 on A, moving to Q4. And Q4 on B, it will be there in Q4 state only. So this one should get accepted. And then now the homework for you is to check for this one and this one. So look here, I have BA. 1, 2, 3, 4 A's are there. So it should get accepted. Check and compare this with this one. And then here there is 5B, no 4 A's. So it should get rejected. Check this and let me know. Okay. So now let's write the transition table. So the transition table goes like this. That is Q0 on A, moving to Q1, and Q0 on B stays in Q0 only. Just compare the transition diagram and write. Okay, Q0 on A moving to Q1, Q0 on B stays in Q0, Q1 on A moving to Q2, and Q1 on B remains in Q1 only, Q2 on A moving to Q3, and Q2 on B will be there in Q2 only, and Q3 on A moving to Q4, Q3 on B stays in Q3 only, and Q4 on A it is moving to dead state, QD, and you can rename it as Q5 also. Okay, so for your reference I wrote it as QD. So Q4 on B it will be there in Q4 only, and then QD on A it will be there in QD, and QD on B will be there in QD. So here this one is the accepting state, right? So this is the transition diagram, and we have gone through some of the examples and we wrote the transition diagram, table and everything. So if you have any doubt, please ask in the comment section. I will explain you. So for this, thank you.